Welcome to online English classes, English grammar, phrases and clauses. Phrases. A phrase is a group of related words. Phrases may have subjects or verbs, but they will not have both subjects and verbs. Phrases are part of sentences. Phrases cannot stand alone. They do not have complete meaning. Each word in a phrase has a meaning, but a phrase by itself does not have a complete meaning. പരസ്പരം ബന്ധമുള്ള വാക്കുകളുടെ കൂട്ടമാണ് ഫ്രേസ്. ഒരു ഫ്രേസിൽ സബ്ജക്റ്റോ വെർബോ ഉണ്ടാകാം, എന്നാൽ സബ്ജക്റ്റും വെർബും ഉണ്ടാകില്ല. വാചകങ്ങളുടെ ഭാഗമായി മാത്രമേ ഫ്രേസസ് ഉണ്ടാകൂ. അവയ്ക്ക് സ്വന്തമായി നിലനിൽപ്പില്ല. അവയ്ക്ക് പൂർണ്ണ അർത്ഥവും ഇല്ല. ഫ്രേസിലെ ഓരോ വാക്കിനും അർത്ഥമുണ്ട്, എന്നാൽ ഫ്രേസിന് സ്വന്തമായി പൂർണ്ണ അർത്ഥം ഇല്ല. എക്സാമ്പിൾസ്: The man with the blue shirt. All of a sudden. A piece of cake. In the garden. In a corner. While playing. While speaking. Having finished. On the wall. In the water. At the office. At a meeting. At a function. At a party. Filled with joy. After finishing my work. Before reaching the station. Because of heavy rain. Due to heavy rain. In spite of heavy rain. Despite heavy rain. Owing to traffic jam. In spite of repeated requests. Despite repeated requests. In a corner. In the east. On the wall. Of gold. Made of gold. With a fair skin. Through the jungle. With blue eyes. In a small cage. In time. On time. In the hand. In the bush. Of the same feather. All these are examples of phrases. Clauses. A clause is a group of words with a subject and a verb. Subjectum verbum ഉൾക്കൊണ്ട വാക്കുകളുടെ ഒരു കൂട്ടമാണ് clause. There are two types of clauses. Main clause or independent clause and subordinate or dependent clause. Main clause. A main clause is a group of words with a subject and a verb. A main clause can stand alone and it makes complete sense. It is called an independent clause as it can stand alone. സബ്ജക്റ്റും വെർബും ഉള്ള വാക്കുകളുടെ ഒരു കൂട്ടമാണ് മെയിൻ ക്ലോസ്. മെയിൻ ക്ലോസിന് തനിയെ നിലനിൽപ്പുണ്ട്, അതിന് പൂർണ്ണ അർത്ഥവും ഉണ്ട്. മെയിൻ ക്ലോസിന് തന്നെത്താൻ നിലനിൽപ്പുള്ള കാരണം അതിനെ ഇൻഡിപെൻഡന്റ് ക്ലോസ് എന്നും പറയാം. എക്സാമ്പിൾസ്: He went to Chennai yesterday. He plays cricket every day. The calling bell rang. It is Friday today. She is a beautiful girl. Subordinate clause. A subordinate clause is a group of words with a subject, a verb, and a conjunction or a pronoun. A subordinate clause cannot stand alone. It does not make complete sense. It's called a dependent clause as it cannot stand alone. It has to be supported by a main clause for complete meaning. സബ്ജക്റ്റും വെർബും പിന്നെ ഒരു കൺജങ്ഷനോ പ്രൊനൗണോ ഉള്ള വാക്കുകളുടെ ഒരു കൂട്ടമാണ് സബോർഡിനേറ്റ് ക്ലോസ്. സബോർഡിനേറ്റ് ക്ലോസിന് തനിയെ നിലനിൽപ്പില്ല, അതിന് പൂർണ്ണ അർത്ഥവും ഇല്ല. അതിന്റെ കൂടെ ഒരു മെയിൻ ക്ലോസ് കൂടി ഉണ്ടെങ്കിലേ പൂർണ്ണ അർത്ഥം ഉണ്ടാകുള്ളൂ. സബോർഡിനേറ്റ് ക്ലോസിനെ ഡിപെൻഡന്റ് ക്ലോസ് എന്നും പറയാറുണ്ട്. We use conjunctions like if, when, because, since, although, etc. to form dependent or subordinate clauses. If, when, because, since, although തുടങ്ങിയ conjunctions കൂടി ചേർത്താണ് subordinate clause രൂപീകരിക്കുന്നത്. Examples: When he went to Chennai. When the calling bell rang. If he comes. If he invites me. After he reached home. As soon as I reach home. While I was waiting at the bus stop. as there was no current, since it was a holiday, because he was not well, if she is hungry. Difference between phrases and clauses. Phrases may have subjects or verbs, but not both together. Clauses will have subjects and verbs. Subordinate clauses do not have complete meaning. Main clauses have complete meaning. Main clauses can stand alone. Subordinate clauses cannot stand alone. ഫ്രേസിന് സബ്ജക്റ്റോ വെർബോ ഉണ്ടാകാം, എന്നാൽ സബ്ജക്റ്റും വെർബും രണ്ടും ഉണ്ടാകില്ല. ക്ലോസിന് സബ്ജക്റ്റും വെർബും ഉണ്ടാകും. സബോർഡിനേറ്റ് ക്ലോസിന് പൂർണ്ണ അർത്ഥം ഇല്ല. മെയിൻ ക്ലോസിന് പൂർണ്ണ അർത്ഥം ഉണ്ട്. സബോർഡിനേറ്റ് ക്ലോസിന് തനിയെ നിലനിൽപ്പില്ല. മെയിൻ ക്ലോസിന് തനിയെ നിലനിൽപ്പുണ്ട്. They reached the station, main clause. After they reached the station, subordinate clause. After reaching station, they reached the station, main clause. Before they reached the station, subordinate clause. Before reaching the station, phrase. I saw an elephant, main clause. When I saw the elephant, subordinate clause. Seeing the elephant, phrase. I am a doctor, main clause. As I am a doctor, subordinate clause. Being a doctor, phrase. I had prepared well, main clause. If I had prepared well, subordinate clause. I go to temple, main clause. When I go to temple, subordinate clause. While going to temple, phrase. I was waiting at the station, main clause. While I was waiting at the station, subordinate clause. While waiting at the station, phrase. Ramu was having food, main clause. While Ramu was having food, subordinate clause. While having food, phrase. The calling bell rang, main clause. When the calling bell rang, subordinate clause. They were playing, main clause. While they were playing, subordinate clause. While playing, phrase. I was reading, main clause. While I was reading, subordinate clause. While reading, phrase. He was 14, main clause. When he was 14, subordinate clause. She was ill, main clause. As she was ill, subordinate clause. Being ill, phrase. It is cheap, main clause. As it is cheap, subordinate clause. She was afraid, main clause. As she was afraid, subordinate clause. He was poor, main clause. Because he was poor, subordinate clause. Being poor, phrase. He worked hard, main clause. Though he worked hard, subordinate clause. She was successful, main clause. Although she was successful, subordinate clause. He was late, main clause. Because he was late, subordinate clause. Being late, phrase. Thanks very much for watching. If you like this video, please like, share and subscribe to my channel. For more similar videos, you can visit my YouTube channel. PDF files of these lessons are available in the folder English. The link has been shared in the description. For any doubts or clarification, you can send me a message.